Morning, guys. Hope everybody's okay. Or morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be in the world. Listen to this. 31 days of Halloween. But before we get started, got a bit of housekeeping to do. Can you smash that like button, as the kids say, and share this video? And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Hit that bell so you'll be notified of all the rest of the wonderful videos and recordings and podcasts that are going to be coming out over the 31 days of Halloween. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today, I'm going to take it down a notch, or two or three. I'm going to talk about the Moors murders. Now, the Moors murders happened. Well, let me tell you exactly what the Moors murders were, in case you haven't heard of them. The Moors murders were a series of child killings committed by Ian Brady and Myra Hindley in and around the Manchester area in England between July 1963 and October 1965. Ian Brady was Scottish. He was born in the Gorbals in Glasgow. And I'm hesitant to say that Myra Hindley was born in Crumpsall, practically where I'm from, which was I didn't actually know that. I knew she was from Manchester. I knew she was from North Manchester. I didn't realise she was from Crumpsall, which I was born in Crumpsall Hospital. But anyway, they murdered 5 young people between July 63 and October 65. All the victims were between 10 and 17 years old. Excuse me. Pauline Reed, John Kilbride, Keith Bennett, Leslie Ann Downey and Edward Evans. Like I said, all between 10 and 17 years old. And at least 4 of them were sexually assaulted. The reason they call them Moors murders is because they buried the bodies on a place called Saddleworth Moor. Now, I know Saddleworth Moor really, really well because I used to go, when I first come out of the army, I used to go training up there. I used to go hiking and climbing and like I said, training. And I actually had a paranormal experience. It was got nothing to do with this. Up at a place called Duffstones, which is on the moor. It's on Saddleworth Moor. But that is a recording that we've got that I did, and it's in the back catalogue. So if you're interested in things like that, then have a look back through the old videos, and there is one that happened on the moor. Anyway, they found 2 of the bodies in 1965 in graves on Saddleworth Moor, and a 3rd grave was found in 1987, more than 20 years after the trial. Keith Bennett. You have to excuse me sniffling. I've got a bit of hay fever, I think, this morning. Keith Bennett was also believed to be on the moor. Now, his poor mum and family, I think his mum's passed now, it destroyed her that she couldn't bury her son. Well, for the fact that they were murdered, he was murdered. But she couldn't bury her son, and it destroyed her. It destroyed this poor lady. Now, they took the police up separately up onto the moor on numerous occasions, saying that they remembered where the bodies were, his body was buried. But basically, it was just a jolly for him. It was just to get him out of prison for the day. Disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. And at the trial, they found, before they were arrested, or when they were arrested, they had made recordings of them torturing the children on an old tape recorder, and they played the recordings in court. And the police were crying, everybody was in tears, the police were crying, and big burly coppers were just bawling their eyes out. They weren't a nice pair, and me and Tracy have often debated the nature versus nurture argument with these two. And it's amazing how two people can meet. He was from Scotland, she was from Manchester, can meet and can want to do shit like this. It's just amazing that I just can't fathom it and get my head around it at all. But anyway, Hindley died on the 15th of November 2002. She was 60. She didn't proclaim her innocence, but she said that she was completely rehabilitated, and she wasn't a danger to society anymore. And she kept trying to get parole and get let out, but they were having none of it. She wouldn't have lasted more than a day if they'd have let her out anyway, because she'd have got killed. And Brady, he was adamant he didn't want to get out of prison. He was he was a psychopath. They labelled him, and he I can't think, the word has gone. He was diagnosed as a psychopath, and he was adamant he didn't want to get out of prison. He was happy to stay in prison. He kept asking for them to let him die, but they wouldn't. They kept him alive, and he died on the 15th as well. He died on the 15th of May, 2017, at the age of 79. So yeah, it was just before I was born. I was born in 68. But I remember my dad telling me about it, and it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy that these murders had taken place. I don't know. It's just crazy, just crazy. And like I said about the nature versus nurture, I think people, you do get. I think nature versus nurture does play a part in some, not in this case, but in some cases. But I think these two were just born bad. I don't know. They were just born bad. They weren't fucking victims. They were born bad. Anyway, I hope. I was going to say, I hope you found that informative. I don't want to say, do you like it? But anyway, you take care, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful 31 days of Halloween and you're getting ready for Christmas. I will speak to you and see you all soon. Take care. God bless. We've got some podcasts and stuff coming. And yeah, have a great day.